I'm going to stop the fabricating claim here. How do I stop that? Oh, wait, right. I just switched. Let's do religious relations. That'll give us more piety per month, which will give us... So I think what we should do is we should build up until we can get... Oh, it's the Empire of Carpathia. Okay, it's probably an empire. Yeah, there we go. Carpathia.
There's Carpathia. We're in it. Yay. Okay, cool. We are part of
Carpathian.
We should build ourselves up, because this guy doesn't have a huge amount of military strength. We are not as good as him, but if we can get enough money, maybe we can hire some mercenaries or something, get big enough, and then we can declare war on him, a holy war for the kingdom. We need 750 piety, so that's going to take us a little while to get to, and then we can, become a decently sized realm. I believe we'll become a duke, so we'll split away from the Transylvania vassal, and then Boris will be our direct liege, and then maybe we can make the kingdom of Moldavia with what we have, and then we'd be an independent realm. So I think that's the path for us here.
It could not be easier. We have everything we need to get started. We have an incompetent marshal. We have a shitty council. We're a doofus. It's gonna go great.
Are we a feudal vassal, or are we a... Okay, we're tribal. Wait, we can raid? Ooh. Wait, no. Hang on. Oh, it is prestige. Okay. All right. Cool. Okay, so we're tribal. We're not feudal. And this gives us... We can't make money very fast, but we can spend prestige instead of money to make these things. So the question is... I have no idea which of these levies is good, though. Owner juries will make it easier to siege stuff. Horse archers sounds neat. Okay. Here we can pull it up here. So they do 45 damage and have 20 toughness.
Okay. Are you looking at the stuff for, like, right now?
To build an army that will be superior to this guy's is mostly what I'm looking at here. Wait, can we...
I see. So you want to start building up an army so that we can successfully prosecute our holy war.
I did not actually mean to... army, but yes. Also, we can raid, I think. So it might actually be a decent idea to go and do that.
Okay.
So I may have asked this last season, but like, I know the game takes place in the time period it takes place because it's ostensibly about the Crusades. But like, are these rules of inheritance and duchies and counts and nations and kingdoms? Those go back to like Greece, right? Like they go back way further than 10 whatever.
So, do you mean the traditional division of these into different county regions, or the actual administration that's going on here?
The administration. I know the lines all change, obviously, with different wars and family lines being redrawn over millennia, but...
No.
So, it depends. So a lot of like when you're over here, in France, and you're talking about the feudal administration, that came after the collapse of the Western Roman Empire. And sort of a thing that was happening in the Western Roman Empire at the time of its collapse and leading up to it was, for a variety of reasons, areas were becoming much more insular, and local landowners were kind of encouraged by some economic incentives to become self-sufficient or more self-sufficient. So you ended up with, as the empire collapsed and broke up into lots of these different, successor states, you ended up with local rulers having much more power than they had back during like the centralized Roman administration, and they kind of just kept pushing that. And so that's where you get a lot of the early institutions of feudalism, is from local landowners who were largely self-sufficient, had a lot of power, tended to be the ones who, the people were loyal to their local ruler rather than to some distant emperor. And so you ended up with kingdoms that had central administrations that were very weak, and tended to rely a lot on formal and informal feudal agreements with different landowners that could be very different depending on each landowner, and so on. This game abstracts that in a very sort of specific regimented fashion, but in reality it was a lot more like open and convoluted and weird, even in areas where you get like the very classical sort of feudalism, like France.
So
it's worth noting that that stuff is still like ongoing at this point in the 800s. That stuff is still kind of forming, and we don't have like a lot of the like England does not exist as a unified kingdom yet. And we don't have a lot of the states around that are kind of high medieval, England, France, the Holy Roman Empire, etc. Spain is actually mostly Muslim at this point. In the East, a lot of it was also from the breakdown of Roman power, particularly following the Persian Wars and the arrival of the Islamic caliphates. But a lot of the area in the East here, so a big problem with this game, the Byzantine Empire is portrayed as a feudal state. It was not. It was still a centralized bureaucratic administration. You didn't have these, landowners that could go around and declare war on whoever they want or anything. There was a professional army. There were provincial governors and that kind of thing. A lot of the stuff in the Balkans is kind of going back and forth between, different small independent states like you see here, and areas that are under Byzantine administration. And in the case of Bulgaria, actually, in not too many, about 150 years or so, Basil II will roll up and just kind of completely wipe out the Bulgarian Empire and reincorporate it into the Byzantine Empire for a while. This area will sometimes be just Byzantine Empire. So there's it's not as feudal in this region as it is over in Western Europe, where there hasn't been a centralized power for a very long time.
Okay.
If that answers your question.
Rotskarn just said no.
Look, you asked a historical question. This is your fault.
That's why I'm the cool teacher. Okay. Prince Dox has decided to switch over to feudalism.
All right, so we're not tribal anymore. Wait, hang on.
This is gonna cause trouble.
Let me make another. Oh no, it's already over.
Oh no, we made a huge investment in raiding just now. Come on, right. Dude. Dokes, can't you give us a heads up? We just put it in order for a big raid. Hey, we're having a kid.
Hey, our wife is pregnant. What is this? Well, the good news is we're making more in taxes now. Ooh, we can ask our head of faith for gold.
Why not? I mean, what's the worst thing you could say? No, you can't have gold?
Oh, we need to give our daughter a guardian.
Did we? I forget. Did we establish how we have a daughter?
You said maybe our previous wife died or whatever.
Could be. Or maybe we built her out of corpses.
Yeah, we just made a robot daughter.
See,
made a necromancer daughter.
It's alive!
That's the thing that sucks about coming to this game this early, is that you don't have that insane occult DLC pack like we had last time, where we could just, like, accidentally our way into an entire ritual.
So, I'm not 100% sure how the education of this game works, but I think having the education trait, like the person, like the child is likely to inherit a similar education to the person that teaches
I've got a
them.
wild suggestion. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Crovat.
All right, yeah, let's do it.
Yes.
He's like super evil, but he's good at military.
Crovat, can you please teach our daughter to be as evil as you are?
All right, let's ask our head of faith for gold. Yes.
Yeah.
Our head of... Wait, we consider the ecumenical patriarch in the Byzantine Empire our head of faith? That's... I don't think that's correct.
Well, before we leave, let's ask him for gold, and then we can have a crisis of faith.
Thank you. So...
Hey, thanks, Uncle. Thanks, Uncle Patriarch.
Oh, that probably changes our possible... And we can still Holy War. We did use piety there, but frankly, getting more money is important because we'll probably need to bring in a mercenary company to deal with this dude. Because he has 1,500.
Wait, his primary heir is in jail.
600.
He's got a baby in jail.
Oh, actually, he's imprisoned by our liege. He's imprisoned by Prince Dokes.
Dokes has a 4-year-old in prison. In the tower.
I think it might be... Is he... How do I see if he's actually in jail or if he's just in house arrest?
This game is really mean because that baby's subtitle is Bold Fool. And I like the idea that this game is judging a baby.
God, he's just like... Young Prince Yori.
Yeah. Yori, your prick will act against you and others according to his personality, which is... Oh, okay, that's not going to explain Bold Fool. Sexual orientation, none. As is appropriate for a 4-year-old.
Young...
He is slow.
Oh, no. He's just not terribly bright.
Oh, he's in the dungeon. He's in the dungeon. He's been thrown in the fucking...
He's in baby dungeon.
We should ask Dokes about like the toddler shackles he ordered for his dungeon.
All right, so we have a daughter now.
Let's do a
Lycanthra.
Hildegard.
Lycanthra.
I like Lycanthra.
Wait, hang on.
All right, no immediate effects. What? All right, I will hold on.
I'm going into my mind palace to see if I can think of a more appropriate daughter name. All right, the family name is Draculala's monster, so I think we should name her Count.
Not Countess, Count?
No, Count. She'll be Countess Count Draculala. Or Dracula.
Well, she's not gonna... well, I mean, it depends. We're not sure who's gonna...
Depends on what happens to Mala Dracula.
Currently... Well, it depends on what happens to her.
Are we patrilineal?
I believe we're... Actually, hang on. Let's see. Where...
Can we even set that at this level? Like, we're pretty
Succession,
down low, right?
Go. Okay. Male preference. So if we have a son, it'll go to...
He'll jump the queue.
Yeah. But as long as we have daughters, it'll be Mala. Also, we have Confederate partition, which sucks. Under Confederate partition, your titles will be divided equally between your children. New titles may be created for younger realm heirs.
We gotta stop having kids, like, right now.
Everybody's super against that, so let's not make any waves, I guess.
No, we wouldn't be able to change those for quite some time anyway. It would be cool if we could move out of partition at some point, but that's going to take a long time.
Thought you were going to say Mom's basement. I don't know what
it kind of puts pressure on us to become a duke. Because remember, counts can't be vassals of counts. So if we just don't expand at all and we just have our 3 county titles, she's going to get 2 of them, and Count here is going to get 1, and Count will be independent from us, which is undesirable.
Well, we could go to war with Count and take it back.
She would have a claim on Count's county, and then we could do that, yes. Or alternatively, one of them could die, and then the other one would inherit everything. We're also coming up on time, actually. So let's go.
This seems like a good place to cut this.
Oh, hey, wow, we just gained 150 prestige for this. You gain 150 prestige. This happened despite your spouse's poor stewardship skill. Of 4. All right, well, she's clearly doing something good. She's also a spineless blackguard, which is...
Blackguard.
An interesting sense of... an interesting set of adjectives there.
My wife, the spineless blackguard. She added the special sauce of evil that makes Count Dracula Acula truly my favorite daughter.
Well,
it's like you got some himbo in my spineless blackguard. You got some spineless blackguard in my himbo.
The peasants don't like us. The peasants in Barskag don't like us.
Barskag?
In Bozskags?
Well, you tell me how I'm supposed to pronounce this.
Barkasag? Barkasag? I'm actually gonna look this up.
Better.
I'm actually unable to find a pronunciation.
Do you suffer from headaches? Try Barkasag.
Apparently Butsanand is a more contemporary thing to call it, but...
Oh yeah, we got this.
Oh no, the Hungarian word is Barkasag. Oh, so we're calling it a week then, right?
Yeah, that's about it. We haven't really gotten very far, but we do kind of have a plan of where to go here, so...
Look forward to next week where we probably have to have one of our children go to war with the other child. That's my hope.
I feel like this is going to go off the rails pretty soon.
Hopefully next week something more exciting than us debating whether to frame a letter is the focal point of the week.
And then pissing that guy off.
By being a know-it-all?
We would have been better off just framing the damn thing.
You know, I almost framed your letter, but I decided it would be more rude not to send you a letter. Don't you dare fucking virtue signal to me, boy. You make me sound like an idiot by talking about all of these nice polit test things. Never talk to me or my son again. Sincerely, your ex, pen pal.